Hi, Glenn here. I'm going to be taking you through your workout introduction today. The first interval will consist of a 45-15, all using the TRX. Then we'll take a rest period. We'll go into a 30-15 using compound movements. And then we'll finish off with a 20-10 cardio movement. So we're going to start with the 45-15 TRX 6 exercise movements. So the first one we'll be doing will be a TRX pull. We'll start with the palms down, pull up, and then straight arms, pull up, and then straight arms. If you need to make this harder, of course, walk closer to the wall. That'll make it a little bit harder. But it's for 45 seconds, so we want to go at a fairly slow pace compared to some of the other movements we've done. Okay? The next movement is a lower body, so we'll be focusing on a lunge. We're going to do a hovering lunge, so we're going to use the TRX. We're going to do a back leg movement, left leg lunge, all the weights evenly distributed on the foot, focusing on the glute and the top part of the thigh. Halfway, we'll get to the other side. If you needed to make this harder, we would just do one leg the whole entire time, being that we're going to go through this twice. Okay? So that's your lower body. We'll move into a chest press using the TRX. So we're going to have the straps directly over top of the shoulder. Nice plank position, head straight forward, drop down, push through. Now we don't want to drop so low that we end up hurting the shoulder. Keep the tension on the chest and push straight through. Now if you need to make this harder, of course, always go back toward the wall. That'll make it a little bit harder. If you need to make it easier, step away from the wall. Okay? So that took care of the chest press movement. The next is a leg curl. We've got a quick transition, 15 seconds. We're down on the floor. All right, we're going to bridge, raise the hips, relax the head and neck. You're going to pull the knees in and straighten. The calf muscles, ankles, and feet should be relaxed. Emphasis on the hamstring. Okay. If you needed to make this easier, lower the waistband to the floor, apply a little pressure into the cup where your heel is, and push away. This will make it a little bit easier. Easy way to get up too. So you just grab onto the handles, walk back, and you're ready to go for your biceps curl. We're going to start with the palms up, pull to the eyeball, straighten the arm. Head and neck muscles are relaxed, shoulders to the floor. Again, always if you need to make it easier, step away from the wall. And if you need to make it harder, walk your feet toward the wall. And that'll make it a little bit harder. Okay? So we got our 45 seconds in there. We're going to flip right over. We're going to do triceps next. Now we can have the handles close together, have them touch. That'll make it a little bit easier. Now if you need to make it a little harder, you can separate the hands, as well as you can walk back toward the wall. Okay, so and we would go through this twice, and then we would take a break. We'll go into the 30-15, going into the compound movements, utilizing core and upper body strength. As promised, I do have a 30-15 for you. So the first movement in the 30-15 is we'll grab our weights. We're going to do a side step lunge, biceps curl at the top. Side step lunge, curl. Now if you need to make this easier, limit the range of motion, go a little lighter in weight as well. Okay, number 2 of the 6, coming up. Overhead core rockers. We have 2 and 3 on this one, a left and a right. So the first one will be one leg forward, one leg back, plant, rock back, plant, stabilize, rock back. So we'll do 30 seconds there. We'll have 15 seconds transition time. We'll do the other leg, plant, rock back, plant, rock back. If you need to make this easier, step back a little bit, or we can drop down in the band. Okay? So that's your core rockers. The next movement is a plie with a lateral raise. Wide stance, head up, shoulders down, and raise at the top of the movement. Now just as on the lunges, we can limit range of motion or drop the weight, go a little lighter in the weight. Okay? So you'll do 30 seconds of those. Then we move on to 5 and 6, which are the plank with a press. So the easy version is on the knee, plank. If you need to make it a little harder, go up onto the toe. Okay. Now we'll hit the other side, same thing. If you need to make it easy, on the knee, and a little harder up onto the toe. You can also go a little lighter band if you need to. So that concludes your 30-15. We have a 20-10 coming up for you next, all cardio. Thank you. All right, we have a 20-10 coming up for you next, all cardio. We're going to go through it 2 times. So there'll be a total of 8 exercises. The first exercise is star jump. I'm going to show you the easy version first. Tuck in, drop down to a little squat, arms out, toe tap out, and we'll just alternate that. If you need to pick it up a little bit, make it a little bit harder, pick up the tempo. Next version will be out onto the toe, drop in, out onto the toe, pull in. Now the third version, to make it a lot harder, we drop down to the squat, take it up. Okay, so we'll get those in. The next movement of the 20-10 is a faux rope. Easy version, a little harder, a lot harder. So it's just a tempo change, okay? So we'll go from the faux rope into a hiccup next. Easy version, we can use the bench, okay? A little harder, we take it a little closer to the floor. A lot harder, down onto the floor. Okay. The last one is jacks. Easy version. A little harder, and then a lot harder. So it's just a tempo change. Repeat that twice, stretch, and we're done. Have a great day.